So hello guys, back in the another video. Today we will learn basics of software. Okay, very quick. So you are user, you use software day to day life, right? In the day to day life. What this is user. Okay, this is some hardware. It can be PC or it can be mobile, right? It opens some app or website, right? Uh, then this app can call some another app, another website, or another software, right? Just for example, you used Chrome, right, for YouTube or some YouTube app, right? Then that YouTube app is showing you some video. Video is also software, so it's virtual data only, right? So like that. So there are different layers of data, right? Now, what you will see here, this is your screen, suppose, and this is your YouTube, right? So what you are seeing here, it's called front end. Okay, I'll show you. Now this is the front end code, one of the front end code. I'll go through here. Can you see here colors? These are uh, here the various color codes are mentioned. Red, right? Uh, Here, if you go inside of the project, there are different files. You can see here, apply job, company profile, find job. These are my project's work. Okay, I'll show you how to run this project. So you give some command like this, npm start, and you don't need to be overwhelmed because it's all being taught in the courses. Okay, so now automatically the browser opened, and you can see here the URL is my local machines. It's not on any server, right? So it is not publicly available. It is only on my machine right now. Now the website is loading, and here you go. You can see my website. Okay, so see how my website is working here. Like just this is called front end, guys. So suppose this is Naukri.com, right, or LinkedIn. So you just do like this only, right? You here go and type www.naukri.com, and it loads your front end. So this is your front end, right? This is your front end. Okay. So here you can see different styles, animations are there. Like you can see the rolling of company logos, right? Then you go here, you can see the outlines. So this is called front end, guys. Okay, suppose here I go, if I click here, so new page opened, and here you can do something. So called front end. You can see that photos are displaying, the borders are there, colors yellow and gray and red. This is called front end. So uh, what what front end consists of is a structure, skeleton, structure, like if you have this page and you have a box here, you have some text here, you have image here. This is your structure. This see this these these lines. This is your structure, these margins and all. Then you have CSS. What CSS is? The coloring. When I am hovering here, like when I'm taking my mouse here, the mouse pattern is changing, right? So this is called front end. This is done by CSS. Okay, so just like I'll show you. See, everything is sliding, right? So this is CSS, and when I click on something, okay, suppose I go here and log out and I do login. Now, after clicking this login button, what to do? This action will do by JavaScript. Okay, so you have three components in website front end. First one is structure, second one is beauty, and third one is actions. After clicking the button, what action should be done? This is called JavaScript. This is programming language, and these are the script text languages. I'll show you. And now, in earlier times, only these three things were supposed to be sufficient. But now, with the advanced layout designs and advanced animations, you need some libraries. So, what is library? Library means in our software engineering community, various software engineers have created different features and uploaded for free to use by others. So libraries are the packages created by different software engineers around the world, and they have just published their code to use by others for free. Okay, so we just import features in our code. Okay, and to use this library we have to do some configurations. So in your certification program in any classes, they teach you how to configure and how to import features. That's it. Okay, so if you watch any tutorial, they will teach you this only. Just it's the thing is, over the time the software has been so complex, so the syllabus length has been increased. Earlier only HTML CSS used to be used, then JavaScript was expected, then now libraries are expected from by companies. That's why it's becoming lengthier to study this front end. Okay, now now let's see what is backend. Now this is your mobile screen, this is your app, right? This is your screen and this is your button. Once you click the button, some command goes to the company's server, right? This server is giant computer, right? Big computer with millions of like a million times powerful computers than your personal computer. And when you do some actions on front end, it sends the appropriate request, like update request or delete request, right? Or get request, and this server processes it and it talks to database. Okay, and takes data from database and push it back. Or it will suppose you send 100 and send request of subtraction. So server will take these 100 subtraction, it will read subtraction code and it will minus 50 here and send remaining 50 back here, right? So anything like server does two operation, one business logic. For example, when you order something from Zomato or Amazon, the business logic says deduct its uh, uh, balance after ordering something, right? And it talks to database DB uh, to get your data and check if you are having valid password or not, etc., etc. The simple login form is the best example. This is the front end. You type your email, right, and you give the password, and you when you press login, right? Suppose I just do this password, and if I log in, so what happens is when you log in, it the server gets the login request. It checks with database that this user has given this email ID and this password. Is it right? Database gives you the actual logged in credentials, it matches at business logic side, and if it is not matching, the it will send you the big red message here is sorry, password not match, like that. So backend developer do this code of getting the request, checking with database, and if it is getting checked rightly or if it is not matching, what to do next. That's it. Okay. So pretty common sense here. So this is the backend work. I'll show you how uh, backend works. So this is the backend program. You can see here controller, model, service. Here, this is actually my shopping website project. The front end was of uh, job related project, and this is the backend side. So here, backend side of the another project. Sorry, this is e-commerce website. Okay. So if you, I'll show you. Uh, this is on another port. I'll show you. This is my e-commerce website. This is its backend. So you can see here user service, product service, and we write here various working of each work. Update account status, get user, get email ID, like that. And when I do something now, here it checks with database. This code only the product, the service repository and all, user repository. So exist by email, find by email. These are different work. So this is done by software engineers. Okay, with experience you learn. Uh, I'll show you now the database. Okay, so suppose here I go to MySQL. I'll I'll show you. This is the panel of database. I'll show you what is database exactly. Okay, what exactly is database? So database is collection of data in tables plus some panel to do work on it. Okay, so basically this is your database in table form, and you have some panel here. Here you give commands and it talks with the database and it gives you the result. That's it. This is called database. And these commands are written in SQL. SQL is a language for interacting with data. So, for example, I'll show. Suppose the database is like this. This is the database. Okay. And here are rows. Sorry, these are columns. These are rows. And if you want to you want to find some data like here. So you will give SQL query like select uh, suppose select b where row is equal to 3, right? So automatically here whatever the value is, the output will be 31, right? Like that. So these are the SQL queries. There are different queries. So database is like that. uh, there is also some more theory of database designing, but it's pretty logical. You have to study. So practically these are the tools provided for database. MySQL is one type of database software. So here you create some connection. Suppose I am here, like I'll go to some connection, e-commerce Spring Boot. So like that. Now you can see if I run here, these are the commands, right? If I run this, so these are the my this is my database, right? I'll show you. Select star from e-commerce TB user. This is my database only. This is the table. Okay. Wait. Hello. Okay. So like that. So this is your database only. You can go here, you can see the columns, quality, product ID and all. If I say a database dot uh, category, and if I run this, you will see the null means this table is empty. Okay, so like that. uh, Order address, product, let's say product. So this is my database table. So like that. So this is a software provided by MySQL company, and you do this, and this is the database you are seeing. So this is the database, and what this software does is it talks with the database. Okay, it talks with the database. The backend side talks with the database, and these tables come in the data format here in this code. So that's the work of backend, and the only database administration do is it doesn't look at the code, it just look at this tool of database, MySQL workbench or like that, and it just do query commanding here and configuration in this side, right? In this side, can you see this in this side? And here settings, scripting, like that. So database administration do here only. Okay, so that's it for today. uh, I'll catch you up after some days. uh, I'll last cover up once basic server thing. Server is giant machine, that's it. Okay, uh, often bought by some good big company like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, and they implement their different software. The server tester or server support guy check if the server connections are good or not. That's so. If you just Google, you will see this pictures of server. So fine, I'll have I'll have to go. Thanks a lot. This video was just a short introduction. Okay, so bye. Take care. Good night.